In June 2003, workers operating heavy machinery in a remote Irish bog spotted human arms protruding from the peat. It appeared to be a routine day of maintenance until they realized they were looking at a body. Police arrived and cordoned off the area as a potential homicide scene. The remains were missing the head and the lower half of the body, suggesting a recent, violent crime. The torso was remarkably well preserved, with skin that had become dark and leathery. Even after being buried in the bog, the victim's fingerprints and skin patterns remained perfectly intact. Forensic examiners sent samples for radiocarbon dating to establish a timeline for the investigation. When the results came back, the team realized the police were the wrong people for the job. The body was approximately 2,400 years old. The case was no longer a matter for detectives, but for archaeologists. The preservation was the result of the bog's unique environment. Because peat is acidic and low in oxygen, it halts the natural process of decay, essentially freezing organic material in time for 2 millennia. Based on the proportions of the torso and arms, experts estimated the man stood 6 feet 6 inches tall. During the Iron Age, he would have physically dominated nearly everyone he met. Despite his powerful build, his hands showed no evidence of manual labor. His fingernails were clean and neatly trimmed, with none of the calluses or damage found on workers from this era. In this period of history, manicured nails were a mark of high status. They indicated a life of privilege, removed from the daily physical struggle of farming or construction. This status was reinforced by an artifact found still attached to his arm, a leather armband decorated with metal fittings. The metalwork features solar imagery, which researchers believe linked the wearer to sacred rituals. Between his stature, his grooming, and his ornaments, the evidence points to a man of the highest social tier, likely a king. While his life was one of privilege, his death was methodical. Pathologists discovered unusual holes near both upper arms, containing tiny fragments of wood. These wounds show that ropes and wooden rods were threaded directly through his arms to restrain him. He was bound and controlled long before the fatal blow was struck. Trauma to the neck suggests he was forced into a kneeling position and attacked from behind. The precision of the injuries indicates a planned execution rather than the chaos of a battle. One specific injury stood out as particularly strange. Someone had deliberately cut away his left nipple after he was dead. The same year Croghan Man was found, another body emerged from a different bog. Known as Croghan Man, he was also from the Iron Age, and he had suffered the exact same post-mortem mutilation of the nipple. Historical records describe an ancient tradition where subjects showed loyalty by symbolically sucking a king's nipple. Removing it was a literal, physical way to destroy a ruler's authority and declare him unfit to lead. The presence of this specific mutilation identifies the event as a ritualized dethroning. This was the formal, public execution of a king who had failed his people. To find the motive for this sacrifice, scientists turned to paleoclimatology. They analyzed the layers of the bog to reconstruct the environmental conditions during the king's lifetime. As this chart shows, the region's temperature plummeted around 2,400 years ago. Crop pollen disappeared, signaling a total agricultural collapse. In the Iron Age, the king was personally responsible for the land's fertility. If crops failed, the ruler had lost the god's favor. Forensic analysis of Croghan Man's stomach revealed his final meal was simple bread and butter, a stark contrast to the meat-rich diet he had enjoyed his entire life. In his final hours, he was stripped of his royal status, fed the same meager rations as the starving subjects about to kill him. The archaeological record reveals a society where group survival outweighed the life of the leader. When the climate turned and the food ran out, the people sacrificed their king in a final, desperate attempt to restore the harvest.